whether you want, whatever you want to call it. He has these intangible gifts.
Got it.
These qualities, these talents that you don't have if you just have brick and mortar.
So I'm still in New York, still freezing to death, and last night, Shakur Stevenson became a 4-weight world champion. What a fighter, just a total shutout. I didn't really expect that from Teofimo Lopez. I thought he would have been in the fight, thought he'd have got involved more, thought he might have been able to push the pace and get a little bit rough inside. He's a clever, smart, very talented fighter. We've seen what he can do. I mean, the Josh Taylor fight, former undisputed. I mean, he's a top fighter, Teofimo, but Shakur Stevenson, he's got this reputation for just being a slick, skillful boxer.
I'm telling y'all, he gonna stop a lot of fighters. He has that damn ability. He does. But he's still not confident enough just yet. It's gonna take a little bit more time for him to get comfortable saying, oh, I want this fight to end. It's over with. He ain't got nothing for me. Shit, I know what he gonna do before he even do it.
Shakur is a technician. He is by example and experience and witness a boxing mind. All he was doing was step into the right position at the right times, and that's why it was so easy. He made it look so easy for some basic, simple things. Basic, simple things. And that's what me and B was talking about. We was like, bro, we saw what he was doing.
Shakur Stevenson just proved every doubter wrong in the most brutal way possible. All those years of people calling him boring or scared to engage, that narrative just got completely obliterated. After watching him systematically break down Teofimo Lopez like he was sparring with an amateur, even Stephen A. Smith is jumping on the bandwagon. This wasn't just another victory on the cards. This was Shakur announcing that he's the riddle nobody in boxing can crack.
Oh, man. Like I say, Coach Red calls him a conundrum, and that's a problem that you can't solve. And, I don't see that puzzle being solved. He has his own style. It seems like it's always more to be. We always desire more from him. Seems like he can do so much more, but he stays in his envelope and he dominates no matter what. So to see him do more is scary.
What do you think about the interaction with him and Conor Ben at the end?
Well, he called out Conor Ben, and I think he's looking for that to, broaden his fan base a little bit, and the money. I think the money, I think that's the most alluring thing is the money, and outside that, the fan base. The rehydration clause is warranted. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, but so I think it'll be a good fight. It'll be an exciting fight. Conor Ben is a power puncher. I don't know, like I said, he's gonna be able to hit the kid. I doubt it. So.
The criticism against Shakur has always been the same tired complaint. Fans wanted him to stand there and bang it out like some kind of warrior. Instead, he does what great fighters do. He hits you clean and makes sure you can't return the favor. That approach usually drives casual viewers crazy and gives commentators something to complain about. But watching Stephen A. Smith's reaction after this complete demolition job was like witnessing a religious conversion. Smith went from questioning Shakur's entertainment value to basically crowning him as boxing royalty.
Tonight, T.O., he came and tried to do his best, but his best wasn't enough.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I thought T.O., he came, he brought it, but you were just that much better. I was so impressed by the range control, the balance, the discipline in there. How did you feel in there?
I knew since the second round it was over. I went back to my corner, I told him, I said, I'm stronger than he is. And when I seen that, it just gave me more confidence, and it was my night.
Yeah, I thought you filled out really well, 140. You looked really strong in there, big. Is this your best weight class?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be at 140. I have no clue. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and sit down and scan myself. I'm gonna watch the fight, see how I like it, and we'll see from there.
Certainly, we got to get one defense of that Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Championship, though, right? Just one.
I'm the man at 140
You're
now.
the man right now. That's right. That's a fact.
That's fire. I put in a lot of work for this, though. All glory to God, and hard work and dedication equals success.
Smith made it crystal clear that we're not looking at just another belt holder anymore. This is championship material at the highest level. What separates good from great, according to Smith, is that complete toolkit. Speed is just one piece of this puzzle. The real magic is how ice-cold Shakur stays when things get heated up close. Smith broke down how Stevenson's ability to stay composed and technically sound made Teofimo look like he belonged in a completely different league. Smith tackled that boring label directly, explaining that real boxing enthusiasts who appreciate the art form know that neutralizing elite competition is way more impressive than landing lucky knockout shots.
A lot of things. Shakur Stevenson, did you happen to watch the fight, and what did you think?
The fight.
How great is Shakur?
Shakur's a great fucking fighter. Great fighter. Very talented.
You know, people are saying that he's the
Great
next.
defense.
People are saying he's the next Floyd, but I don't think so. I think he's the first Shakur.
Yeah, because you know,
Floyd is Floyd.
maybe
Shakur,
they're saying
Shakur.
Floyd as not in the way they fight, not in the way they fight or the way it's. I think it's Floyd and dominating the way Floyd dominated. They're different, you know, but I do think me as a fan, I would like to see a little extra and Shakur like you know, he already knows he's dominating 6, 7, 8 rounds. I think give yourself a little, like, don't just take the last few rounds, like do a little bit more. But it's also risky, man. You know, taking chances. But a lot of fighters do. That's the great ones, you know, the Leonards, the Durans, the Haglers, the Hearns, those motherfuckers that would fucking go out there and even though they know they're winning, but they still want to do more. They want to fucking go out there, take a risk of fucking landing. And yeah, maybe those also got knocked out. Those also took beatings. And Shakur doesn't. Mayweather never did. Because they always played it. Mayweather always did it. I do enough to know I won 7 rounds. That means he won the fight. So Shakur's kind of going that direction. I would like to see Shakur fucking take a little more chance. Maybe he could have probably stopped Teofimo.
Okay, now.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so.
The reactions have been so intense because the numbers and the footage tell a devastating story. CBS Sports called it a technical clinic. And when you break down the statistics, it gets ugly fast. Shakur connected on 165 clean shots. Teofimo Lopez, supposedly this explosive offensive threat, managed just 72 landed punches. That breaks down to barely 6 punches, finding their target each round. But the visual evidence makes those numbers look even more embarrassing. The hardcore boxing community on Reddit absolutely torched the performance. One comment that went viral described it as Shakur turning Teofimo into amateur hour. That might sound brutal, but it perfectly captures watching Teofimo throwing wild shots that missed by miles while eating counterpunches every time he tried to reset. Shakur's jab became his primary weapon of destruction. This wasn't some range-finding tool. This thing was sharp and violent. Every single time Teofimo thought he saw an opening, that jab was there waiting, messing up his timing and keeping him at the perfect distance. Andre Ward pointed out that this kind of distance control was so demoralizing that Teofimo basically gave up trying to engage by the championship rounds.
We had to do, man, you know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man, you know. You also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he might be?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that he could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know, so he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches, we not. So you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
He put on what he trying to get going? He just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers in the first round. Honestly, I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he out of answers. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in. And you know, was at 4 divisions now? 26, 30, 35, 40.
How good is Shakur? I interviewed Terence Crawford
and
he said
know.
He could be the greatest of all time.
We don't know. He's not done yet. You know, not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we gonna see. You know, he got a lot. He can box as long as he wants to box because he don't take punishment,
and he's a master boxer. You know what I mean? So just excited for him, man. Happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than to actually fight because I can't help him. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy he got the win and get home with him, baby. Get that check.
While Shakur was conducting a boxing symphony, Teofimo's corner was falling apart in real time. The reason Teofimo got dominated so badly becomes obvious when you listen to the terrible guidance coming from his father and trainer. Social media completely destroyed Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s corner work, and honestly, they had every right to. Instead of making real tactical changes or trying new strategies, the advice was panicked, desperate, and completely worthless.
Teofimo Lopez has to change trainers because those were some of the worst instructions I've ever heard in that corner.
You gotta hit him, bro!
No instructions. They didn't get the cut fixed, the cut man. I mean, it was just a putrid performance from the corner of Teofimo. I don't know if he's going to do that because that guy is extremely loyal to his dad. They're a ride or die, but I truly think he needs to take a look within and a look at his team.
The microphones caught Lopez Sr. screaming questions like what happened to your power and that now legendary meltdown moment, you're gonna hate yourself tomorrow. Picture being stuck in there with someone you can't touch while your own corner is yelling out a future regret instead of explaining how to trap him against the ropes. This showed the massive gap between the two teams. Shakur's corner stayed calm and kept feeding him technical reminders while Teofimo's corner was having a public breakdown. This chaos just encouraged Teofimo to keep rushing forward recklessly, walking straight into every trap Shakur had waiting.
Instructions in the corner. Teo's dad, I'm going to talk to him. I've met him. He's always treated me very well.
But we honest on this
I
show.
need to say something about this.
We honest on this.
It is time for Teo to move on to another trainer. You have done, sir, Mr. Lopez, an amazing job with your son.
Good job, y'all. So far, great
You
job.
have taken him from
Yes.
you have taken
That's
him
it.
from nothing to incredible heights. Congratulations
And we thank
to
you for that.
You
Yes.
deserve
Yes,
it.
we do. Now
It is time to let him.
The fighter reactions might be the most telling part of this whole situation, and their comments prove just how terrifying this performance really was. Terence Crawford, the current pound-for-pound champion, posted on social media that this fight explains exactly why every top fighter in the division has been ducking Stevenson. When Crawford gives you that kind of recognition, your status in the sport is officially locked in. He praised every aspect of the performance from offense to defense to rhythm and timing.
He added his names with the greats, with the Roberto Duran, with the Pernell Whitakers, and so many other fighters that come down from the lower weight division. Bud Crawfords of the world. He just etched his name in all-time greatness, Shakur Stevenson.
Paulie Malignaggi delivered what might have been the strongest endorsement of the entire night, describing it as a masterclass that went beyond epic. Malignaggi, who really knows footwork and movement, completely shut down the running criticism. He explained that Shakur is a positioning genius. He's not running away, he's staying just outside your effective range while maintaining perfect balance to fire back.
But even if you're not a huge puncher, if you're a master of position, you're always going to have the edge. It's just how much of a master are you going to be. Shakur is a next level master of position. He's a defensive specialist. I think the broadcast made a good point. He's more like Floyd Mayweather than he's Terence Crawford. Crawford was a little bit more offensive. All these guys, to be that good, you have to be a master of position regardless. But you know, he does strike me a little bit in the mold of a Mayweather in that effectiveness from the position game. First of all, that southpaw jab is something sick. I mean, he's got a really snappy, sharp southpaw jab. He throws it in various ways, from various looks. He'll keep it in a shoulder roll look and throw it. He'll extend it. Sometimes he throw it short. Sometimes he'll extend it really hard and like turn his back into it and turn his shoulder into it. You know, kind of blade. And sometimes he'll throw it really short. He'll use it where he's stepping back and throwing it on a counter. He'll use it short and not have to extend it when he's just trying to pop you real quick. He gives you different guards, you know, different looks, where the high guard, again, the shoulder roll guard. He spins and pivots really nicely. Nothing too crazy fancy. Like, for example, I don't think of him as fancy as, say, a Pernell Whitaker, but it's about just as effective because he's got that southpaw style and he's got that southpaw snappy jab. And it's not like it's not a violent jab. For example, like, I don't know, Hector Camacho had a pretty violent southpaw jab, but it was like repetitive, like a machine gun, you know? It's not like a machine gun southpaw jab, but it's a controlling, whipping southpaw jab.
Ryan Garcia criticized Teofimo's approach, wondering why he let Shakur control everything instead of forcing a brawl. But that misses the whole point about what makes Shakur special. He simply doesn't allow you to turn it into a street fight.
Hey, this is Johnny Boy. I'm shut that off. This is Johnny Boy at Fight Hype. I'm here with Coach Wally Moses. Talk to me about Shakur's performance. How excited and happy you are about this performance?
Man, I'm very excited. You know, I said this was another legacy fight for him, and
Absolutely.
he got a chance to, you know, establish his legacy once again, winning another title at 140 pounds. So I'm very enthusiastic about his future and very proud of his performance.
Absolutely. And what's next? He talked about Conor Benn. Conor Benn got in the ring. That looks like that's what's going to be next.
Well, we knew Conor Benn was there for a reason. You know what I mean? And you notice he was in the fight before.
Yo,
that,
bring it back up.
I think Shakur addressed that issue. Like, you know, he wasn't going to act like it didn't happen. He going to act like he didn't see him.
Exactly.
He just letting old Conor Benn know that we aware of him.
All right.
Okay, and being NA. Shakur said, hey, he actually not worried about that.
How does a fight would like that play out with Conor Benn? We'll do it over in there in England?
Oh, I'd love to have the fight here. We the champ, man. He's talking all the mouth. Let him come here.
So you got to dictate that. And the rehydration clauses?
He says he's a bigger guy.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a tougher guy. Okay. It make all sense for him to come here. Somebody hometown and beat them. He's so tough.
Okay, so we do it here, and then the rehydration clause, right? Is that the same thing he put on Eubank?
Right. Because the rehydration clause, of course, we don't want him to try to go up bigger and try to be a weak. Not that he would be a bully, because you know that don't mean shit. You know, you can, until you get in the ring and you able to establish and do what you can in the ring. No, you don't know what it's going to. Because I think, you know, defensively, I think he's not as good as us, you know. Offensively, I think he's adequate, you know what I mean? Not taking anything away from him.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really shown me much.
That's it. Skills pay the bills, right?
Even with all the drama building up to fight night, what happened afterwards showed some unexpected class. Teofimo Lopez deserves credit for admitting right there in the ring that the superior fighter had won. That kind of honesty earned him some respect back from fans who might have been ready to write him off completely. He owned up to having the wrong strategy and getting outboxed at every turn. But this is boxing, so drama was inevitable.
They ain't have nothing to lose but gain. And you know what? That's what true champions are all about. Coming in here every time, gotta put respect to it. To all my brothers and sisters, I love you guys. Always salute to the power that it be above. I thank you guys. I never wanted anything to harm you guys at all. So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened mentally.
Teofimo brought up dealing with an injured eye during the fight. He didn't directly blame the loss on it, but mentioning any injury always creates doubt in people's minds. Was this a legitimate factor in how things played out, or just damage control after getting schooled? The Guardian described the fight as Lopez getting humbled while praising Shakur's ring intelligence as off the charts. Injured eye or not, everyone agrees that better vision wouldn't have solved the core problem. Teofimo came in with one game plan, and Shakur had solutions for everything he tried.
All glory to God. It was an amazing night. I put the work in. I stayed disciplined throughout my camp. I was in tremendous shape. And T.O., he's a hell of a fighter, but I was the better man tonight.
Guys, just raise your hands, please, and the microphone will be brought to you. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, man. Great performance, obviously. Did you feel at some point that you demoralized him and he was just kind of trying to get to the finish line?
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I hurt him a couple times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on a great show tonight.
Obviously a great performance against your best opponent. Any disappointment that you didn't stop him? Because you said even during the fight you wanted to stop him.
No, there's no disappointment. It's boxing at the end of the day. I seen him go out there and when I was about to stop him, he started fighting back a little bit. So Respect to him. He's a sharp fighter. He got a lot of knowledge, and he did what he did to survive.
This brings us to a scary realization for everyone else in these weight classes. Max Kellerman's breakdown included a comparison that should terrify the competition. He put Shakur next to Vasyl Lomachenko, a fighter famous for moving like he's in the Matrix. But Kellerman thinks Shakur might actually be the upgraded version. Same incredible boxing IQ, but he's naturally bigger with longer reach and more devastating body attack. If Shakur is basically Lomachenko 2.0, who possibly beats him?
I think Shakur is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, my era was Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, you know, Ricky Hatton coming up, you know. And then that era faded out. And then you had David Haney and all these other light heavyweight, Shakur, you know, Terence Crawford. I mean, like, he's good.
High level chess.
He's good, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say. He's good. He's good on all sides. You know, when I say all sides, he's got his beautiful wife, his beautiful baby girl. He don't live a crazy lifestyle like half of these other athletes live. I believe he's a family man. He does everything with his wife and kids. He's easygoing, family guy. And I wish more fighters will follow him than follow anybody else.
Looking ahead, Shakur is already making noise about his next target, Conor Benn. This is where the next chapter of drama starts building. Shakur called out Benn, but there's already conflict over the contract detail. Word is that Shakur wants the same rehydration restrictions that Benn forced on Chris Eubank Jr. This is a power play. It shows Shakur isn't just dominating inside the ring anymore. He's starting to control the business side too, acting like the A-side attraction.
Yeah. Shakur, Kevin Garcia. I just wanted to follow up on the Conor Benn conversation. I saw him after the fight, and I just asked him, I said, hey, would you agree to that rehydration clause? And he said, F no. So my question for you is, how does that fight get made then?
If he's not going to agree, then we probably don't fight. So he's just wasting time. We'll see, but I'm a businessman at the end of the day, and like I said, he did a rehydration clause with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank was in the ring half dead. Why can't he do the same thing?
Shakur Stevenson has completed his evolution from promising prospect to the champion everyone hopes to avoid. He took an elite puncher, someone who defeated Lomachenko, and made him look helpless for 36 straight minutes. That boring reputation is getting replaced by the understanding that we're watching a once-in-a-generation talent who might be impossible to beat at 35 and higher weight classes. He has Mayweather's defense, Crawford's precision, and now Teofimo Lopez's name on his record. The debate isn't whether Shakur belongs among the greats anymore. Stephen A. Smith already answered that question. What we're really wondering is if anyone will actually sign up to face him next. So what's your take? Does anyone in the division have what it takes to solve the Shakur puzzle? And how do you see a potential Shakur Stevenson versus Conor Benn matchup playing out this year? Share your thoughts below. That wraps up today's breakdown. If this analysis hit the mark, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you catch all our future content. Drop your predictions in the comments, and we'll see you next time.